Hello and welcome to another tech video on this channel. Today in this video we are going to see how to configure a GoDaddy domain on AWS with the help of Route 53. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So I'm already logged into the GoDaddy and AWS console. So the purchased domain name is here. So let's click on DNS. Under DNS, you can see that there are a few default rules that have been added. So let's click on the name server tab, and here you see the default name servers that are already configured for GoDaddy. So these name servers are owned by GoDaddy. So what we have to do is we have to change these name servers and update to the Route 53 name servers. So let's go to Route 53. So let's go to AWS console, click on Route 53. Click on create hosted zone. I will add the domain name. Let's copy it in the description. The hosted zone type is public since it is a public domain. So I will choose public hosted zone. I will ignore the tag for now and let's create the hosted zone. So it says that the hosted zone has been successfully created. Once the hosted zone is created, you see that the time to live for the NS record is a very big number. So what we have to do is we have to select this, edit it, and change it to a 1 minute kind of a value. So this is just for demo purpose. If you intend to have a bigger TTL, you are free to do that. Since this is a test video, I am changing it to a 60-second TTL. Once that is done, we see here 4 name server values. Let's copy the name server 1. Go to GoDaddy. Under the name servers tab, you can see a change name servers button. Click on that. You will see 2 options, GoDaddy name servers and I will use my own name servers. So since we are not going to host our site on GoDaddy and we are going to use AWS, we will choose I will use my own name servers. So we have already copied the name server value first. So I will copy that and quickly add all 4 one by one. Let's copy the third one, add another name server. Let's quickly save. So it gives you a warning that by clicking continue, you consent to update the name server for the selected domains. We are okay with that. Let's click continue. So the request is in progress. So the GoDaddy part of our configuration is done. Now let's go back again to the AWS screen. In AWS, we have created the public hosted zone. However, we want to create a load balancer and test the entire functionality of GoDaddy to Route 53 to load balancer so that we can confirm that the mapping of our domain name is complete and it is working successfully. So let's go to the load balancers under EC2. Click on EC2. If you scroll down on the left hand side, you'll see load balancers. I will create a load balancer of type application load balancer. The name can be demo GoDaddy Route 53. The scheme would be internet facing. The load balancer IP address type is IP4, that is fine. We are selecting the default VPC since the focus of this tutorial is GoDaddy and Route 53. We are selecting the default VPC. Let's select all the availability zones. I am keeping the security group as default. The listener is default 80. We are not going to use a target group in this particular video, but since it is a compulsory thing, we have to create a target group. Let's click on create target group. Let's choose the target type as instance. Let me add the Let me add the target group name. Target group, select the port as 80, address is IPv4. Rest all the things we can keep as default and click on next. We are not going to select any instances as mentioned earlier. So let's create the target group. So the target group is created. Let's refresh over here, and yeah, we can see the target group, and let's select that, and we can keep the other things as default and click on create load balancer. So this load balancer will take some time to provision. So meanwhile that provisioning is done, we want to ensure that the load balancer is accessible over the internet. So let's go to security. There is a security group added over here. So let's click on the security group. There are no rules here. So let's add a HTTP rule so that we are able to access from the internet. So I'm selecting 0.0.0.0/0. Click on save rules. So the load balancer provisioning will take some time. So maybe I will pause the video over here and I will come back when the provisioning is complete. Yeah, so the provisioning of the load balancer is complete. And now let's go inside the load balancer and check the DNS name. So it's not working. So we have to go to the listener rules. Go back here, select the default listener rule, click on actions, edit listener rule, and we do not have any target group. So what we can do is we can return a fixed response. So 200 is okay. Let's type success and click save changes. So go back to load balancer, click on the DNS name, and let's try to check whether it is working. Yeah, so we can see that the load balancer is working as expected. Now the remaining part of the configuration of our Route 53 is pending. So let's go to the Route 53 console. Let's go to hosted zone. Click on the hosted zone that we have created, and here you see a create record button. Let's click on that. Keep the record type as A. Toggle the alias button. Select the endpoint as application and classic load balancer. Region as Mumbai. We have created the load balancer in Mumbai, and select this load balancer. Once done, let's click on create records. So the A record is created. Let's quickly validate. Yeah, so this will take some time to propagate. So meanwhile we can try the domain. It's not working, so maybe let's wait for some time. Let's copy this and check incognito window. Let's wait for some time. Hopefully it will work. So let's quickly validate if everything is correct. So we see here name servers. Let's go to the GoDaddy screen. So the name servers are correct. Whatever we see here in the Route 53 domain, that is updated in the GoDaddy console. Let's check the load balancer. Load balancer is also fine. Under the Route 53, let's check the A record. This also looks fine. Yeah, maybe let's wait for some more time. It should work. Yeah, the problem I can see here is we have opened port 80, but by default it was checking for HTTPS. So if we remove the S, it should work. Yeah, so it is working as expected. So this is what we wanted. So basically what we have done is we have created a domain in GoDaddy, and we have configured and mapped to Route 53 public hosted zone on AWS, and we have mapped the Route 53 domain, that is the public hosted zone, to a load balancer, and we have shown a success message, a dummy message. So this was a simple tutorial on GoDaddy to Route 53 mapping. So if you have any questions regarding this, please let me know in the comment section. I have planned to create more such bite-sized AWS videos in the coming future. If you have a video request, please let me know. Thank you for watching right till the end. Take care.